back to the little fam. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm Sophia. If you're new here, welcome to the little fam. And if you came back, welcome back and thank you for coming back. It means a lot to us. Anyways, guys, before we continue with this, if you guys haven't subscribed, go subscribe right now. That help us a lot growing on this channel. Share this video too. It will also help because you will get to spread the word on what's our channel. And yeah, I won't be saying go like this video today because what I'm gonna talk to you guys about, it's not something that a lot of people like to talk about. It's a sensitive topic, so yes, trigger alert. About this, I do not advise you to watch it alone, or you should watch it with somebody or watch it with your parents if you're a minor. Or go check my other videos, our other videos out. Anyways, guys, so yes, this topic is about sexual abuse and sexual harassment or anything with that category. I just wanted to talk about this because I've seen on Instagram that a lot of people are saying that it's National Month of sexual awareness, sexual harassment awareness, or sexual abuse awareness. So with that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys about my stories of what has happened to me. And I know a lot of people won't even dare to get in camera to talk about it, so I'm here to talk to you guys about my experiences. Alright guys, so I'm gonna start with my first encounter, and this one I do not remember because I was really small. I was still like in diapers. This was because my grandma told me about it years after that happened. And I wanted to talk about this because me being a baby, couple month old baby, will have no clue this ever happened to me, and this is not right. And this is exactly why I don't trust to leave my son with nobody else, not even family, because this story is not going to be telling you guys today. Family members have done stuff that they shouldn't have, and it's more common, and it's not, honestly, I feel disgusting saying this, but it's more common for family members to do this to the kids or people than other people out in the street. So yes, it happens more than you guys think. So going back with my story, I was a couple months old. This was by when my mom used to live with Andy. My grandma walked in on his brother and he was changing my diaper. Andy is my biological father, but his brother was changing my diaper, and my grandma just saw him touching me inappropriately and right away took me away from him. I don't know if my mom is aware of this or whatever. My grandma was the one that told me about this, so this is why I don't trust nobody with my kid. The only person that takes care of him, it's his grandma, and I know that for a fact she won't do nothing to him because she loves him to death. My second encounter was, I feel like you will call that sexual assault, because growing up in Mexico, the life over there with my family, we couldn't afford to have a car, so we will had to take the bus. Now keep in mind, the bus from here to the bus over there, it's way different. People will literally squish each other in the bus, and you will see of everything. And I remember, like, I think it happened one time. I was sitting down in the first seat and my grandma was behind me. I don't remember how he came in like that without even the bus driver seeing it, but this MF was standing in front of me, and I was like sitting like this. He was sitting right like this up by my side with his thing out. Like, why would you be showing your 6-year-old, 7-year-old, I don't know what age was I, but all I remember was his thing like right here. And to me, at the beginning, I thought it was one of those little fanny panties. I don't know how you call those, but those things that you put forward to put cash, because there was a bunch of different ones. They had like the little teddy bears, but no, like it was his thing. And he was just like holding the thing and just didn't even care. So I remember when we got out, I felt so uncomfortable. I remember when I got off the bus, I told my grandma that what had happened. She wasn't really upset at me. It was just mainly like she felt like hopeless, like she could have done something to prevent me from seeing that and from me going through that experience. That was my second time. Third time, again, it was with a family member. I was planning to stay at my dad's house, mom's, and one of his nephews, I was watching TV with him, and his mom was down there. They had this little hamburger shop and they will make hamburgers anyways. So I was inside and they had planned to go to the beach as a trip, and we were at his room, and he told me to touch his thing and that to not tell nobody. And there goes me being a 7-year-old looking at it like, I felt so weird. Like, I can you not, I felt so weird after like just being by him, and like, I don't know, I just felt so weird because he was a little bit much older than me. For him to do that to like a much younger person than me was disgusting. Like, it was just weird. All right, guys, now coming to the USA, it was a different story because I believe now I was 9 around there, and I think around summer when this happened, I think so. I don't recall. It was just hot. We rented an apartment with them, with his with big sister and brother, and we rented the other room with all of us in. So I remembered we went to this tennis court to go play, and of course I wore my shorts because that's one thing I would use to like play sports. So I remember that I never crossed my 9-year-old mind to wear something like that was gonna attract this older dude. And first of all, it shouldn't, because I was just wearing shorts because it was hot and because that's what you used to go play. So he would just give me these dirty looks, like uncomfortable looks, that it was just really uncomfortable for me. Never reported it or told my mom anything because I was just, I guess, not afraid she wasn't gonna believe me. I was just like, I didn't thought about it like that anymore. Like, I was just like, so before the accident happened, that happened around my birthday, turning 10, he did started doing weird things like hugging me weird, touching me weird, kissing me. It's messed up to say this, but that's how I experienced my first freaking kiss at 9, about to be 10, with this guy that was like double the age of me. It was, he took a bunch of stuff from me. He took my innocence. He took everything that I felt like I had when you're a kid. It felt just disgusting, really disgusting. When that happened, and you guys are gonna ask, why didn't you just tell your mom? Why you never told your mom if he's over here hugging you inappropriately or kissing you? I stood quiet because I just felt like he was just gonna hurt me, or he was gonna do something to my sisters. I was afraid, and I feel like that's why a lot of people don't speak out, because they're afraid of what the person can do to them again, or to what the person can do to your siblings if you have little siblings, especially sisters. So when I turned 10, my mom didn't do any birthday for me. It was just like, oh, happy birthday. I guess because by that time I was not behaving okay, or we were just low in money. I don't know why, but it happened. I got raped on my birthday, and all I remember was playing cards with my sisters. He was in the living room. We had this little closet by the, if I can picture it again, like you walk, this is the door, and then you walk a little bit, and then by this side you had this walk-in, like kind of walk-in closet, similar to the one I have in my freaking apartment. And we had a bunch of stuff there. They had, and we had, I remember we both had something in there, like my family, not me. And he went from the kitchen to the closet, and my sisters took off. We were dancing and like playing cards like normal, and they took off to my parents' room. My parents were asleep watching TV, and I guess they fell asleep, I don't know. And he knew that I was vulnerable because being a kid, and because I had not even a cake to celebrate the day. It was just an off day. It was like already sad because, you know, when you're a kid, you want a party, you want at least a cake. And he showed me this birthday card, and it goes like, if I could go back, I will not even, like, I will not fall for a stupid birthday card. That was my stupid mistake. He told me if I wanted a birthday card because I didn't get nothing for my birthday. And he grabbed me and put me inside the closet, and it happened there. And you guys are gonna be like, oh, why didn't you scream? Why didn't you yell? Keep in mind, he did threaten me on saying that if I said something or yell or something, he was gonna hurt my sisters, and that he was gonna like do something to me again. I was just afraid. I was like, when these things tend to happen, I hate the fact that I freeze, like and it doesn't help for poop at all to freeze at that time. I remember, I don't know how I got up, but I got out and I took off running to the bathroom. I just remember seeing myself in the mirror, guys, and it was just, I felt disgusted. I felt dirty, like really dirty and disgusted. Like, I honestly felt like I lost my child that everybody has inside. Like, I lost my innocence. I lost everything when he took that away from me, because I felt like at that time I was smart, that whenever I actually, you know, I couldn't feel like a kid anymore. I never spoke up. I did stay quiet for 8 months. While we stayed there, I was just afraid to see him, because every time he'll come out, it was just, I felt awkward. I felt like he would just be staring at me. He will do it again. I felt scared. I never went inside the room like that again. I will not even want to. He will bring his girlfriend a couple times. It would just be really awkward and weird. We moved out. When we moved out to the new place, because my parents had issues with his brother and sister. I don't know for why. And remember that my mom said something, and I told her, you don't understand how I feel. And we just started yelling at each other, and her sister-in-law was right there in the room, and I just told her, she's like, well, why don't I understand if you never talk to me? And I said, well, I got raped. He raped me. And my mom just stayed quiet, looked at me. She's like, what did you just say? I was like, he raped me. And my mom was furious. Not at me. Like, there was not instant where, like, she would not believe me and be like, oh, you're lying, whatever. No, like, my mom was mad. And she talked to my dad. And my dad talked to me, and so she reported it to the cops, and the cops came. Ever since then, I started taking therapy. It was the worst, because every time I'll take therapy, or like I'll go to the cops, it's like, oh, they will ask me again and again and again and again, and I feel like you don't want to talk about this. Like, I feel like you just want to stay quiet. Every time they will make me talk about it, it was like I had to remember everything I went through. When I started going to middle school, Obviously, I went to a new middle school. I didn't know nobody, so making friends was kind of awkward for me. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was really popular when I was in middle school. Smack Ass Friday. So guys will smack girls' butt, or I don't know, girls will smack their butts too. And this classmate, we'll name it Freddie. Freddie took it so far. Freddie actually like got to the point of I told him to stop, and he didn't. He grabbed me by my crotch in class. I was so mad. I felt like I froze again. And then on another occasion, I was trying to sit down, and he put a pencil while I was trying to reach something, and then I sit down and I stabbed myself with the pencil on my butt. And the other time they put the same thing, but they put a big glue, those big glues in the table, and I just couldn't take it. I felt really harassed. So I remember I told my counselor or my mom, and my principal didn't want nothing, like they didn't want no issues, no problems, nothing. So they suspended him, not expelled him, they suspended him, and that was it. He would still see me in school, and it was so awkward and so weird. At that time, I went to high school, and I worked on this thing that many of you guys might be familiar and might not be familiar, but I work with this people that will be outside high school. So Danny, his name was Danny, will come to my school, and he'll be like, oh, teen jobs, you need a job, we'll hire you on the spot. It wasn't like oh yeah, we're gonna run your background, whatever. No, like right away you're hired. So I got hired because I needed a job. I needed to buy myself a phone, because this was around the time that I was already in high school, and I was talking to Kyle, and every damn phone that I had access to, my parents will always manage to take it away, because they were those type of parents. And because I was a bad teenager, I had my bad teen face going on around the time. So yeah, I obviously said, yeah, I need a job, why not? So I took the job. The first day there was a girl with me, and they will pick you up from your house in this white van, and it had a bunch of seats. It was pure guys, one girl with me, so 2 girls in total. And they will pick you up like around 5ish, 4ish, and they will bring you back like around 11, 10ish. And what they will do is pretty much ask you, oh, if you want to sell newspaper, and that you were trying to use that money for college and all this crap that is not even true. So they were training me for that, and they'll drop you at this street, and then they will go a couple streets away more far, and they will drop the other person off. So you were on your own. Like, so there goes me. I had no phone, no way to like get in contact if somebody does freaking kidnapped me. Second day, this guy was training me, and the girl wasn't there no more. Like, she wasn't there. Like, she didn't came back. Like, now it's just me as a female there. Like, only girl, pure guys. Danny was noticing that I was like making a lot of sales. So he did talk to me, and he said he sounded frustrated because I guess his boss would like started getting on his butt. So then he's like, I'm gonna have Christian. That's their actual name. I'm not making up their names no more. Christian was like, yeah, I'll train her. So there I go, and I was like, okay. He had a daughter, and he had a girlfriend at that time. He had a baby. And he was training me. So at this time, it was already dark, and we were passing by this school, and there was like this section where the buses passed by, I believe, and there was a bunch of desks. This, I only told Kyle one time, and that was like years after I came to live with him. My mom has no clue that this happened to me. I don't know how many people will see this, but you guys will actually know. He pulled me inside this place with a bunch of us. There was like desk outside, and he grabbed me by my arm and like literally took me. I started crying, panicking, because there I go. I had no phone, I had no pocket knife, nothing like to defend myself. And he raped me over there, and I couldn't yell or scream because he had his freaking hand on my mouth, and I froze. I was just scared, like, that he could have done something else. Danny passed by again and took us, and I don't know, they dropped me off. I wasn't planning to come back anymore. I remember the next day I told him, oh, I'm not feeling good. My dad was like, are you gonna go to work? It's like, I don't feel good. I'm tired, like, I have homework and I don't feel good. I believe that day that I did not go to work again, he told them that he had me, and he was telling everybody like these things, like if I was a trophy that he just had won by raping me. He did not say that he did that to me without me giving him permission, because I gave him no permission. He took advantage of the fact that I had nothing to defend myself on. Way bigger. I was devastated. I was scared because I didn't know if that dude had like any sexual transmitted diseases that he could have transmitted to me when that happened, or if I would be pregnant by this dude because this dude did this to me. And what am I supposed to tell Kyle? Like, you know, I was just, many things were going through my head. I did not want to go back after that. I remember I went the last time, but that was it, and I told him that I wasn't gonna go, and Christian did not go the day. Everybody started just looking at me weird, like they were not nice anymore. Like they were just like looking at me like this girl is easy to get at. So I remember like we made a bunch of sales fast, and we went home, and that was my last day. The last story, it happened on 2017. It was like a year after I lost my son. A family member from over here did something too, and it just felt like I don't know how can I make it easier or like try to make you guys understand. Girls and guys can go through so much traumatic stuff like this, and I'm able to talk about this like openly because I forgave every single person that has done that to me. I made my peace. Some people like my dad's family made me feel awful, made a bunch of comments until this point, still don't talk to us because of that. I felt terrible because my dad lost his family, his connection with his family. I felt responsible over a bunch of things that weren't actually my fault, because I wasn't the one that made those guys do that to me. I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to trust a guy again on doing things with that person, because then that will impact me, and it did affect me several times until this point. Like, I feel like after I lost my son, that the pain of losing my son took over all the other pain that I had before. But I learned that I was a product of rape, and I learned that my mom understands me, and you know, I feel sorry for my mom because she went through that at such a young age and actually got pregnant, and here I am. In a way, I feel like at the beginning I felt like I ruined her life, but you know, I'm thankful she gave me the chance to be born and to be here, because we had our ups and downs on me being a bad teenager and her not actually being like a mom sometimes because of the age difference. So she could be my damn sister. But yeah, and it's not an easy topic to talk about, but I hope if anybody has gone through this, I hope nothing but for you guys to heal inside. And I am sorry for them taking your innocence, taking the value that you feel as a girl. I am truly sorry. I hope as awareness that you guys can spread the word and help prevent it. I think that's about, I'm gonna be closing this up with that, and stay safe. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it helped somebody. Bye guys.